During my adulthood, I've been wondering what people hide behind their mask. Are they just acting, showing off their achievements to friends and relatives? When do they get out of their comfort zone and really show what is bothering them inside? I created a dynamic through art to reveal people's feelings, and we curated a selection of 5 artists. We invited them to spend 7 hours making a piece of art about a moment in their lives. And we started with few questions to break the ice. In a sequence, we asked about failure in life. At this moment, they started to wonder what this was about, and the concern in their faces popped up once we read sad and happy testimonials written by real people. Right after, I asked them to make a piece which would represent a happy or sad occasion in their life. They were ready to go. Then, I surprised them saying we needed to make a portrait of them. I wanted to demonstrate how they were materializing themselves to me before I learned about them. Teresa is an artist who just recovered from cancer. April is a non-equity mezzo-soprano. Edward is a sculptor and a painter. En Young recently discovered her artistic skills. Chauffel is an actor. After this phase, they were dispersed and confused. It seems they were curious. They wanted to challenge themselves and find out what their process was about. Or they wanted to discover themselves, as I wanted them to open their hearts and show me what was behind their curtain, their mask, whatever you want to call it. And then they embarked upon their journey. The second portrait dynamic came out naturally. By the end, the experiment was not only successful for me, but also a blooming process for them.
I just let something happen organically the whole time, and I was also thinking about reflecting on my personal romantic life at the moment, and it just kind of became a symbol, like a sun.
It's a representation of something that happened to me in my life, and I guess through drawing it, it's a way of remembering and recognizing it. It's almost like paying it respect to some degrees, I guess you could say. And it's a fun thing to do. It's a fun way to pass the time. It's a creative thing to do. It's good for your brain.
I use a lot of S-curves. I try to use a lot of inspiration from the ocean, because that's the ocean's very important to me. I grew up in Florida. Some of my happiest childhood memories were going to the beach with my family. I guess because my family split up at a pivotal point in my life, it helps me to. It's a safety net. It kind of brings me back to a happier place where I can be more creative, so to speak.
Because I've had this medical diagnosis recently, I had to see the doctor to be told about my prognosis, and I was thinking about that, I guess, when I was making the painting. I process everything in my life through my art, and so that's part of my thinking and living experience. So everything that goes on in my life comes out in my art somehow.
I actually kind of didn't think about a happy moment at all. I don't know, maybe I'm easily depressed or something, I don't know. destructive things do kind of fuel a lot of really good creativity. And it was kind of a really bad year in my life personally, so I ended up abusing alcohol a lot of last year, and I know what it's like to push people away and just stay in a dark place, and how easy that is when you're drunk all the time, and that's kind of what I wanted to depict.
By the end, the experiment was not only successful for me, but also a blooming process for them. They showed me what was within their hearts.